Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am bringing y'all my very first short hair tutorial. If you guys are new to my channel and this is the first video that you are seeing of mine, I cut my hair a couple weeks ago. I cut about 10 inches off and I went from hair that went below my ribs to hair that is kind of right at my shoulders. So I've basically had to relearn how to curl my hair. Obviously, when you're curling really long hair, everything just lays a little bit different, falls a little bit different, and so I've been practicing some new ways to style my hair, different wave techniques, different curl techniques. And so for today I wanted to show you guys kind of my go-to loose beachy wave hair tutorial, and I'm also going to be giving away 2 styling tools from T3, so be sure to stick around to the end of this video if you want to see how to enter that giveaway. I'm going to be giving away a curling iron and a hair dryer, things that I personally use on the daily, so you guys will get exactly what I'm using in today's video in the giveaway. But we're gonna go ahead and get into the tutorial. So this is how my hair air dried. It just naturally dries like this. I have a little bit of layers, but for the most part it's a pretty like straight across cut. Some products that I used last night, because I do feel like it's important to prep your hair if you want to get good texture and volume, which I'm all about texture and volume. That's kind of like my go-to look, and I feel like part of that is how I prep my hair the night before or just like before I curl it. So I always start with some sort of heat protectant. I've been using the Nexus Prep and Protect leave-in spray, and I'll link all these down below so you can just grab them if you want. I also use the BB Repair Blow Dry Balm. This helps with reducing frizz, and it also is a heat protectant, so I kind of double up on that. And then for the really good volume and kind of grip to your hair before you curl it so that your curls really stay, you're gonna want some sort of texture spray, salt spray, thickening spray, and I have been using the Kristen S Instant Lift Thickening Spray. I've been using this for years now, and when I had really long hair I had to be really careful with how much I would use because obviously my hair was so long, and it adds a lot of grip to your hair. So if your hair is super fine, I would definitely try checking this out because this is gonna add some real hold to your hair when you do decide to curl it or style it. It also kind of helps it wave up a little bit when you're letting it air dry. So this is kind of my holy grail secret weapon when it comes to styling my short hair. This last product isn't super necessary, but I've been playing around with it a little bit. When my hair was super long, I didn't really grab this all that much because I didn't need a lot of texture when it was really long because it would get, again, really tangly. But as it's been shorter, I've been playing around with this and using it on my ends kind of when my hair is damp. This is the Nexus Shape and Define Multi-Styler. This is almost like a paste, so it's gonna give your hair that like hold and that grip again. So I will literally put the size of a dime amount, rub it in my hands, and go like this on the ends while it's still damp, and I feel like that actually gives it a little bit of that wave too. So obviously curling it is super important, but I really do feel like the products that you're using before and after you style it are really important for the effects of the curls and just the overall look. So those are the products that I use. Like I said, I'll link them down below. We're gonna go ahead and get into the curling portion. For my hair, I've always used the T3 1 1/4 inch curling iron. I don't use a curling wand. I never really used a curling wand when my hair was long, and I still don't use a curling wand, so curling iron is how I like to curl my hair. This is the T3 Rapid Heat ID curling iron, and this one is really cool because it has this sort of like touchscreen on it. So we'll go ahead and turn it on by holding this little button down right here. And as you guys can hear, it has its own speaker in the back. So this one is really cool because you can adjust the heat setting to your type of hair. So you have options for fine, medium, or coarse hair. My hair is just relatively medium. And then you can turn on the option for color treated hair, chemically treated hair, and then it will actually adjust the heat setting to what your hair needs. So this is a really cool tool to have, and like I said, this is the 1 1/4 inch barrel, and the one that I'm giving away isn't this specific model, but it is the exact same size. So you are gonna get the exact same kind of results from the curling iron. This thing has already heated up within like 45 seconds. So we are gonna start by sectioning off the hair. My hair is actually pretty thick, and I didn't realize kind of how thick it was until I got it cut because when it was really long, it started to feel like it wasn't that thick, but after I cut it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of hair. So I always like to kind of twist it up, and I always clip it up with some sort of like claw clip just to get it out of the way. And I've got my mirror over here, so I'm probably gonna look over here for the most part. But what I like to do is break this up in half like this, and I'll take a hair tie and I'm going to just tie off the section that I'm not working on so that I make sure that I get all these tiny hairs in the back. I've found with shorter hair, it's really hard to know if you're getting the pieces in the back because they're so short. I'm so used to like the hair back here going down to like literally my ribs. So I would always know if something was curled or not. With shorter hair, it's definitely a little bit more challenging. So I always tie and section everything off. So I'm gonna start by brushing through this. Hair is so short, you really don't even need to brush through it, and that's why I love my short hair. But what I'm gonna do is I always start in the back here. So I'm gonna grab this section like this, and I feel like I usually take maybe like an inch of hair, or this is about how thick of hair I'll grab. And I like to start my curling iron up here at the base, and I'll wrap it like this and kind of pull it through, leaving the ends out. I know with really short hair, it's hard to leave the ends out. When my hair was really long, I could leave the ends out really easily. And then I will kind of pull it through like that. Instead of just undoing the clamp and letting it be like a super spirally curl, I like to pull the curler through so that you're actually gonna smooth out the ends with the curling iron. And then I'll take the next section and I'm gonna go the other way. So that first piece I was curling away from my face. This piece now I'm gonna curl towards my face, and I'm gonna start at the root again, and we're gonna just slowly pull through like this. Try to leave the ends out like that and pull through the ends like that. Next piece we're gonna do away from the face, and I'm gonna time lapse this so that you don't have to listen to me literally ramble on for the entirety of this part. The reason you want to curl in opposite directions is because that is what's gonna give you your volume. If you curl everything in one direction, the curls are gonna kind of form together. You're not gonna be able to really create volume. So you're gonna want to go back and forth. As you get closer to your face though, we're gonna curl only away from the face. So the closer you get, focus on curling away. So now I would say about this much and forward, we're only gonna curl away from the face. So I also like to do kind of smaller sections the closer that I get to my face as well. Again, starting near the root, we're turning it, and we're gonna leave these ends out here and then pull it through like that. So we've got the left side done, and I'm not gonna touch it, I'm not gonna brush it, I'm not gonna pull my fingers through it. We're gonna take some product now, and this is a very important step. Like I said, product is your best friend, especially if you're looking for texture and volume. If you're looking for shine, you might want a hair oil, but that would be the very last step. For our curls, again, we're not touching it. We're gonna apply the Kristiness Dry Finish Working Texture Spray. This will be linked down below. This is my holy grail. I used this when my hair was long. I will use it when it's short. I will use it for the rest of my life. And we're just gonna spray it. And you're gonna kind of bring it up, but don't run your hands through it. That's the very, very last step. Then we're gonna take a hairspray. I've been loving the Kerastase Triple Mist Diffusing Hairspray. This is an extreme high hold, so if you're looking for that texture, this is it. It also has a really fine mist, so that's actually what I really like about it. And we're just gonna, just a little bit. Again, we're not gonna really like pull our hands through it. So now that that side is gonna be setting with the sprays in it, we're gonna go over to this side and do the exact same thing on this side. my face, and then the next one I'll be curling towards my face and still pulling it through. Now that this side is done, we're gonna do the same thing with our spray. It's actually got this weird wonky curl. The back of the head is very, very tricky with short hair, I will say. I feel like it's definitely really hard to make sure that the back of the head looks good. That's better. Okay, so I'll do the same thing with my sprays. Dry texture spray, and then the hairspray. Now you want your curls to have a second to kind of cool down. So make sure that they're not still warm, because we're gonna take our elastic and we're gonna put this hair in a tiny ponytail like this. Because again, we want to section everything off. With short hair, you want to make sure that you're getting all the pieces, and I've found that if I leave this down while I'm curling the top section, I miss some pieces. So we're going to take this out now, and we're going to do the top of the head. Again, breaking it up in half, and taking our clip, we are going to section this part off by clipping it up, and we're going to work on this part right here, making sure that we're getting all of the pieces. Go brush through it, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna start at the roots, going away and towards the face, alternating which direction that we curl, trying to keep the ends out. So we're gonna start at the root again. And then pulling through the ends like that. Now we're gonna go towards the face. Now as we get to these shorter pieces up here, we're not gonna really add a ton of curls. So this front part here, we're gonna take a section like this. We're gonna go up at the root like this, and we're just gonna do kind of like one twist, and then you're gonna untwist it and pull like that. Because closer to the face, you really want those curls to be more straight at the end, because that's what's gonna make it look more like a wave and less like a super intense curl. So we're pulling through the ends like that. And then obviously I have bangs, you might not have bangs. So if you don't have bangs, just keep doing that all the way up to the face. But if you do have bangs, you're gonna want all these pieces to be straight like this. I know it looks really weird because we have our bottom section pinned back, but you really want those front pieces to have these straight ends. We're gonna do our sprays, texture spray, and our hairspray. We're gonna leave them, and we're gonna do this side now. Same exact method. Fun fact, the hair on the right side of my head is actually thicker than the hair on my left. So there's always way more, I feel like, to curl on the right side than there is on the left side. Pull through and... all about pulling it through at the end. If you take anything from this video, remember, alternate directions of curls and pulling through the ends. Those are my two just most important tips. All right, as we get close to the face again, we're gonna do these like kind of half curls and pull through. I think this one actually could have been a little bit more curled. Okay, so now that that part is curled, we're gonna do our spray, hairspray. And if you're using all the right sprays, all the texture, all that stuff, your curls should last for more than one day. I'm gonna make sure that they're no longer warm, because obviously if you kind of run your fingers through your warm curls, you're gonna kind of straighten them out. I'm gonna take this down and I'm going to pull it forward like this. And we're gonna take our fingers and we're gonna go like this. I always like to kind of pull it out with my fingers. You can add more texture spray if you want more like volume, but I think this looks so good. This is why you want these pieces a little bit more straight, because you really want them to be not super curly in the front. You want it to like kind of frame the face, but this is the final product. And I love the way that these types of like kind of loose waves look on short hair. So that is how I do my hair, using a 1 1/4 inch curling iron. You can totally get a different look with a smaller barrel. So I might pop in and do another tutorial with more of like a beachy look. And then I also want to show you guys how I wave my hair with a straightener. So I'll have a few tutorials coming your way, but this is truly like my go-to. And obviously if I'm not filming it, I can do it a lot quicker, but I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. We're gonna get into the giveaway now because I just want to show you guys some of these T3 products, and obviously one of y'all will get to win them. So I have 2 products that are gonna be part of the giveaway. The first one is the single pass curling iron, the 1 1/4 inch. That is the exact same barrel size that I just used to do my hair. It's also the same barrel size that I used when my hair was really long. This is personally my favorite barrel size. I think this is like truly just a staple to have. This one though is really cool because even though it looks like it's white, you guys are actually going to be winning the limited edition Mojave Desert inspired curling iron and hair dryer. So I'm not gonna take it out of the box, but I just want to show you guys what you will be winning in the giveaway. So this is the curling iron, and as you can see, it is so beautiful. I actually already unboxed the straightener because I'm keeping this one for myself because I wanted to do straightener waves, and I just adore this line from T3. This is such a beautiful curling iron. Same size like I said. You guys are gonna love this. These curling irons are so nice. They're pieces that you can use for years. So you're not only gonna receive the Mojave Desert inspired curling iron, but you're also gonna receive the Fit hair dryer, which is the hair dryer that I use every single day since I got it. This is basically like their big hair dryer, but it's in a compact size. So you're getting the same power, but in a smaller version. I love this because it sits on your counter and it doesn't take up that much space. It truly is amazing. It's basically like the size of a travel hair dryer, but you are getting way more power in this blow dryer. And you're also gonna get it in this beautiful color. So those are the 2 T3 products that you guys are gonna get a chance to win. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and then head over to my Instagram to enter the giveaway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this hair tutorial. Be sure to check out my discount to get 20% off of T3. If you liked this video and you found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. If you are new to my channel and you want to stick around for some more short hair tutorials, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in my next one very soon. Bye y'all.